So we're recording. Okay, so I wrote down what you guys said in that Google form because I've been like listening to a lot of training lately because I just feel like I need to learn more so that I can train you guys the best way possible. And so the one thing I was like, okay, these Zoom calls, I need to have like a purpose for them. And so I was like, okay, why am I choosing the purpose of the call? I should ask you guys like what you're struggling with, and then we can focus on that. And that was really helpful, your guys' responses. So just to address, okay, so Elise said email responses, reaching out, and social media post page. And then Mackenzie just was wanting more time management stuff. And then Elizabeth said best way to respond to someone when they're interested. She's like finding it hard to figure out what to say with that. So we're going to cover that as like quick as we can, I guess. So Elise, what do you mean when you say email responses?
Exactly what the other girl was just talking about, like what to say when people are interested.
Okay, so I actually created another Google form because I was kind of having not like an issue with it. I was just like feeling like very scattered everywhere. And like I'd have emails, I'd have messages, it'd just be like all over the place. And then I couldn't feel like I was efficient. So I made like a kind of like an application type deal. It's just a couple short questions and I'll share it with you guys. And it's been amazing. I've just been copying the link and sending it to them when they're interested. Like they reach out to you, let's say, and say like, hey, I really like what you're doing. I need help, blah, 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 or whatever they say. You can send and be like, oh, that's awesome. Like, let me send you this form so that I can get a better idea of like what you are looking for, like what your goals are. So like what this form is, and I will share the screen so you can see it. It like gives you an idea as to like what the heck they need. And that way you can have like a better conversation with them and get them the right package for them. So where's my share screen? Okay, here it is. Okay, so this is not it. This is your guys's. That's not it. Let me get my form up. Okay, so this is my form that I will share with you guys like right after I show you it. So my application basically just explains to them what it is, like whatever. So I always collect their email address, first and last name, Instagram handle, if they have a Facebook, where do they live. And then here's where they're going to check off, like, what do they need? Like, are they looking for weight loss, how to live a healthy lifestyle, you know, whatever. They can click multiple ones, but that's going to give you an idea. Like, if somebody clicks only nutrition guidance, then you should really direct them to 2B Mindset. That is the program that just came out with Alana. That where she's like strictly just focusing on nutrition, and some people aren't ready for workouts yet, and you won't know that until they tell you, because a lot of people don't just come out, they don't even know what they need, to be honest. So this form I've found has been super helpful, like narrowing down like, okay, this person needs 2B Mindset, this person needs 80-day obsession, this person needs 21-day fix with portion control containers. So like, let's say they clicked weight loss, learning how to live a healthy lifestyle, and needing support. And that's actually what this one response, this lady from the UK responded to me. And those were the 3 things she clicked. So then she came down here and it was like, if you had to pick an option that best suits your personality, what would it be regarding exercise? So I kind of based it around the programs. So like my first one was, I really want to take it to the next level. I want strength training. I want to be pushed. So like if you had to guess, like what program would that be? Like pushing, strength training, next level.
80-day?
Yeah. So like if they clicked that, I'm like, all right, this person would be perfect for 80-day. Do you know what I mean? And then like if they click the next one, why like shorter in length workouts but a good sweat? Then that's going to tell me, okay, they need like 21-day fix or 21-day fix extreme. So that kind of leans me towards that. And let's say they do, I like to challenge myself with my workouts, but I have an injury or something like that. Then you could maybe recommend like, either just to be mindset, or you could be like, oh, do the yoga retreat or PIO or something. And then that way you can have a discussion about their injury or like what's holding them back from being able to do like a full blown workout. And then some people might click, I don't want to work out or I can't work out. And that's where you do to be mindset. So I set these questions up like for their personality because this is 80 Day Obsession. This is like 21 Day Fix, basically any Beachbody program really, just that are the 30-minute ones. This would be a to be mindset possibly, and so would this one. So that way you're really getting a sense as to like what the heck you should recommend them. Because even though you're doing 80 Day Obsession, it might not be the program for them. So we need to make sure we're recommending the right stuff for them. So then the last question is all about nutrition. So here, once again, like I'm pinpointing the programs right here. So like I like structure. I like being told what to eat, when to eat it. That's 80 Day Obsession. So if they click that, you're like, all right, they're going to be down for time nutrition. They already clicked they want intense workouts or whatever, you can recommend that program. If they say I don't prefer, I like structure, but you know, baby steps, or I don't perform well with structured plans, whatever, then that's to be mindset. So you can just see how the questions really like narrow down their needs. And if they have anything else they want to tell you, they'll put it here. And then that way you guys can get all that info. Is that helpful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, I thought so too. I was like, when the first lady filled it out, I'm like, okay, well, this is what you need. You need 80 Day Obsession. You need, there's no like dancing around, if that makes sense. There's no like, well, let's just ask 800 questions and then they don't respond to you. And then you talk to them 2 days later and then they don't respond. And then like, that's really going to cut all that out. And then from there, once they fill that form out, you read it. And I always tell them I'll respond between like 24 to 48 hours. So like give yourself some time. You don't have to like jump on it and respond like immediately. Okay. So like when you can get to it, 24 to 48 hours. And then what I do from there is I have a conversation with them about their responses. I say, I saw you want to challenge yourself with workouts. You really like structured meal plans. I'm going to recommend the program that I'm currently doing right now, which is 80 Day Obsession. If you want more info on that program, you can send them a video. So you have your phone with you? You're probably looking at this on your phone. But BB Links, if you go to, did you guys you both have BB Links, right?
Yeah.
If you go to that, there's a video tab. If you go to that app, there's a video tab, and you can search like 80 Day Obsession, and you can send them like the original 80 Day Obsession like video that Beachbody made to kind of just run them through a quick glance of like what 80 Day Obsession is. So they're showing them like time nutrition, they're showing them what the workouts look like, and they made an awesome video for that, and like Autumn's on it and explaining stuff. So like if somebody's interested in that, I will send them that video, and then I will also send them another application for them to fill out so that I can make them a cart on Share a Cart. So let's say they watch 80 Day Obsession and they're like, yeah, I want to do that. And then what I'm going to do then, here, let me share my screen. I'm going to share all this with you guys. So you don't have to make any of this. You can just use it. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them, let me get it up, the order form. So this is them saying yes. Like, okay, you've helped them figure out what they need. So now they're like, yeah, I want to do whatever. 21 Day Fix, I want to do 80 Day. You will then send them this application. They'll fill it out. So here are all the options in which I am going to narrow it down for them. Okay. So I named them Starter Pack. It's just Beachbody On Demand, Portion Control, Shakeology, just the basic stuff that they'll need. And I put the price here so they can see it and a little picture of what it looks like on the website. And then I said, okay, the next up is the Committed Challenge Pack. So this is the same thing as the basic one, just added the performance line on it. And then the In It to Win It is the 80 Day Obsession, Band Sliders, Performance Line, Shakeology. And then the In It for the Long Haul is the big one that has all the Recover and Energize they're going to need for 3 months. and plus like band sliders and all of that. So what I would do is after you go through their questionnaire and you figure out what package they want, I would guide them, be like, hey, I'm going to send you this form so that I can build you a perfect cart for you. And I'm going to recommend, since you wanted 30-minute workouts and not a super crazy structured meal plan, I'm going to recommend either the starter pack for you or the committed to change pack. And then that way, when they come into the form, they already know that they're looking at these two, and they're just going to click which one works best for them. So they're going to be like, oh, I'm just going to do the challenge pack. I don't need the performance line. Or no, I want to do the performance line too. And they'll click on whichever option that they want. Same thing if they say yes to 80-day obsession. You'll say, okay, well, I'm going to recommend then for you the In It to Win It pack and In It for the Long Haul pack. Both of them are 80-day obsession challenge packs. The only difference is the In It for the Long Haul gives you everything you'll need for the entire program. You won't have to purchase anything else after that. So you'll be set for the entire 3 months, basically. And so they'll choose like, oh, this one's kind of expensive. I mean, it's $440. In the long haul, you are saving money. But some people can't give $400 up front. So then that's why we do the In It to Win It pack, which is the $240 one. So like once they select that, then they're going to tell you what Shakeology flavor they want. So you don't even have to ask them any of these questions, like back and forth messaging. They'll be like, I want vanilla. And then they'll choose their Recover flavor if they decided to do 80-day obsession, or the performance line, they'll choose that flavor. And then I just said, like, what are you most excited for, whatever, so that you can kind of talk on that. So once you get that form, then you go and make their cart for them. You have it all right there in the Google form. So what you do is you just go to your BB Links or to your share a cart on Team Beachbody, and you build their cart together. You already know what they want. And then what you're going to do is you're going to send them that email. Now, for some reason, I'm having a difficult time getting my emails to people. Like, they're not sending. I don't know why. So when you send them, there's like a copy link button that'll be there. I copy that link and send that to them directly. I'm going to be like, hey, I sent this in to you in an email, but just to make sure you get it, here's the link to it as well. Because for some reason, I don't know why, every time I'm sending a share a cart, people are like, I didn't get that. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I always just copy the link and just send it to them via text or, you know, whatever you have contact with them, Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, whatever. What do you guys think about that?
That's great.
Sounds good.
That's did that like help answer your questions with like how to approach them? Because if somebody's coming up to you or if you even reached out and they're like, yeah, I am kind of interested in what you're doing, you're taking that piece of like back and forth conversation and losing them. You're just like, fill this out. All right, let's talk. Fill this out. Okay, here's your cart. Done. Then you can start inserting them into the challenge group. Now, some people might want more. So like if somebody's like, okay, you recommended them a pack and all that, and they're still kind of like, I don't know, invite them to the sneak peek then. Be like, okay, well, I see that you're hesitant a little bit, and that's totally normal. We are hosting a sneak peek May 28th where we are going to take you through everything, like what the nutrition actually is, what the workouts are, what the accountability group looks like. Take you through all of that, and then maybe after that we can come back and talk about that. Okay, so like if somebody's a little hesitant or wants more, you can add them to the sneak peek. I would add them to the sneak peek. I would just tell them, hey, I'm going to add you anyways, like even if they're interested and they buy their package, just so they can like know what the heck's going on when they buy them. They bought their package. They need to know what Beachbody On Demand is. They need to know what the portion control containers are. So they should be added to the sneak peek anyways. So that way they're not like confused as shit when they get their package in the mail. Okay, so that's what I would do. All right, so that kind of answers that. And I'm going to share that with you guys now so I don't forget. So what I'm going to have you do is when I share it with you, just make sure you make a copy of it. Because if you want to edit it at all, that's totally fine. Like personalize it a little bit to your personality. but you got to make a copy of it, because if you start editing it, it's going to edit it on my end. So I will share that with you guys. Where is my share? Hold on. Why am I not knowing how to share this right now? Do you guys see a share button? No, you're not. My screen's not shared with you. Never mind. You guys have Google Docs or
Yeah.
Google Drive, Elise?
Yeah.
Okay. I will text you guys after this because I don't want to keep you on here forever while I search for the share button, but I'll find it in like 2 seconds. And I'll share both of those with you. And just get in the habit of just copying and pasting those links. I actually put it in my Instagram bio. So I don't know if you guys have a link in your Instagram bio. So if you don't, you can go to Linktree. So if you Google Linktree, you'll have to sign in with your Instagram and everything. So your Instagram username and password. And what it's going to allow you to do is put links into your bio. So like the link to those applications. So if you're on Instagram, you can just copy and paste those links, put it into Linktree, and then people can just click on them on your page on Instagram and fill them out. So you can always do that. So Linktree is what I use. And I can show you. Mackenzie, do you have a link in yours? I thought so. Okay. So Elise, really quick, I'll just show you that. It'll be 2 seconds. So Linktree. Let's see. Here it is. So I just go to Linktree, and then I'm going to log in. You'll have to sign up for free. I don't use the you can buy like a pro one. I don't have the pro one. I have the free one. But you can see this is what it'll look like. So add a new button. Just click on it. You title it whatever you want. You just copy the link of the Google form and paste it here. Make sure this is green so that it's on. And then it'll show up like this on your screen. People will see it on your Instagram page. So
Okay, cool.
That's Linktree, which makes that awesome. Okay. What else? Reaching out. What do you have a question on reaching out? Like, do you need to know who to reach out to? Like, what's your issue on that, Elise?
I guess we kind of covered it, like kind of what to say, but I guess, I don't know, because you kind of reached out to me noticing that I was liking your posts and stuff. So is that kind of what you look for, people that are liking your posts or, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like, okay, so we never want to cold message people. Like, what I mean by that is we never want to just be like, hey, random person never talked to, never liked any of my stuff. Do you want to join my challenge group? Because that's kind of like icky. I don't like doing that. But what I do is like, if somebody likes your post that was when you were talking about like your workout or your nutrition or your meal prep or anything, and they like your post, they're interested in you. They're interested in what you're doing, whether or not they're like wanting to reach out to you or not. So I take that as a go ahead, as a green light, like, okay, well, you like what I'm doing, so I'm going to reach out to you. And when I reach out to them, I'm not hitting them right away with like, join my challenge group, join my sneak peek. I'm just like, hey, thank you so much for following my journey. Like, you know, I'm really trying hard to, my niche market is moms. So you really need to think about like who you want to attract, because you really don't want everyone. I'll be straight up honest. You don't want to brand yourself for everybody. Like, I even talk to moms. Like, on my Instagram story, you'll see like moms. And I do have some ladies in our group that aren't moms, and that's fine. But like 99% of the people that I work with are moms, because that's what my life is right now. I can relate to those people. I can't really relate to a 20-year-old, you know what I mean? Who doesn't have any kids, or I can't really relate to a 50-year-old, you know? So I really market moms of young kids, and I constantly act like I'm talking to one person in all my posts. Like, I think of this girl who has young kids and is struggling with motherhood and balancing everything, and I talk to her, So when people like my posts, I go to their page and just quickly glance at like what their life is. And then I'll just reach out and be like, I say thank you first. And then I say, I see you're a boy mom too. Oh my God, like they're the best, but they're crazy, you know, just something to talk about.
Right.
And then kind of have a conversation with them. And then I'll be like, hey, since, you know, you liked my post, you're following my journey, I just wanted to just throw an invite out there. I'm doing a sneak peek May 28th into one of my accountability groups where I have tons of moms doing the same thing. And I feel like you'd be a perfect fit with all the ladies that are in there. And that comes off, and it is genuine, but that comes off like, oh yeah, like it's not like a hard, like, hey, join my challenge group. It's like, hey, if you want, like, it's just a bunch of moms, we're working out together, and people are usually like, yeah, I'll check it out, you know? So that's what I do. And if you ever do a cold message, like if you find someone on Instagram that you're like, wow, this girl, like, I can relate to her. Like, I like her a lot. Then reach out to her. Even if she hasn't or like commented, liked, or anything on your post, I will still reach out to them and just tell them like, hey, I saw your page and I feel like me and you are really alike and I love your stuff, and just like talk to them. I've gotten some people by doing that. So like searching hashtags. So like Elise, like what would be something that would class like a quality or an adjective or something that would describe you like personally? Like you're a mom, right?
Yeah.
Of how many kids?
1.
Okay, and it's a boy, right?
Girl.
Girl. So you would say hashtag girl mom. You could search that into Instagram and then just look at all the people that use that hashtag. And if like anyone pops out to you that you would be cool to, you're like, oh, this person's cool, just reach out to them. That's what I do.
Okay.
So that's another way to reach out. So
Okay.
And that was awesome that you guys said you reached out to like at least 3 people and follow-ups every day. I mean, if you really want your business to like make residual income, like just money that's just rolling in, you need to be like reaching out to at least 3 people a day. Okay. So like each day, the first thing I do is I listen to my professional development, because if you don't start your day off listening to your professional development, your day is not going to go as great as it could. So I have Audible. Right now I'm listening to Get Over Your Damn Self. I'm listening to that book. It's really good. The Slight Edge is amazing. There's some other recommendations that I have if you need some for professional development. Girl, Go Wash Your Face is a really good one. I want to read that one next or listen to that one next. And I just like this summer, I'm planning on waking up in the morning and going on a walk every morning and just like listening to my professional development. And when I get home from my walk, I'm done with my professional development for that day. You're so revved up after professional development, because like it's like self-help, but it's really like getting your mind right for the day. So I'll listen to that, and then I'll sit down and I'll do my invites. Like right after your professional development, that is when you should be reaching out to people, because that's when you have the most energy. That's when you're the most hyped up, excited, ready to help people, is right after you listen to that. So I'll just quickly like go through my Instagram or Facebook or whatever, look at people that liked my stuff that I haven't talked to before, reach out to them. And then I'll do at least 2 follow-ups after that. So like, okay, I talked to these 2 people yesterday. I'm going to follow up with them today. So right after my initial reach out, I'll do like 2 or more follow-ups depending on how much time I have. And then, and that's kind of how I'm going to start my day this summer. Because to be honest, reaching out to me stresses me out. So I just need to get that done and over with first thing in the morning. And every time after my professional development, I am like on fire. I'm like so excited. So I always do that after that. So, and then do your social media posts after you reach out to people. So get those every day, post something. We usually do post ideas in our group. So if you can't think of something, just go to our group or go to Boss Babes. They post ideas too. And you can always be like, I don't know what to post today. Well, I'll just go to Boss Babes and see what they have scheduled for Monday, and I'll just post something about that. So they have that in there. What else, Ken's? You're quiet.
I'm just
Tired?
It's early. I'm tired.
Yeah, me too. I was at CVS at 2 a.m. this morning because Cameron would not stop coughing and we had no cough medicine. I rolled into CVS with like no bra on, shorts. And I'm just like, where's the cough medicine?
Oh, I can't. I mean, I went to bed decently early, but that 4:45, 4:30 wake up on Saturdays when I'm so sore.
Yeah.
I started the 80-day over because I wasn't happy with myself
Yourself.
and my commitment, because we went to Tahoe and I just wasn't.
Yeah, that was awesome, by the way.
Yeah. So now I'm like back to it and committing again.
So like, what does a typical day look like for you? I'm just curious. Like, tell me what your day looks like.
Typically I wake up 4:30, drink my pre-workout, have my pre-workout meal. I work out from about 5 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take a shower and get ready for the day. And then I make breakfast. Typically he's still sleeping now. He wakes up anywhere between like 6:15 and 7:15. I mean, he sleeps 12 hours, but he wakes up anywhere in between there.
Yeah.
So he's still sleeping currently. So, which is great because it's 6:37.
Yeah.
And then honestly, he's a lot. He's a boy. So we typically we leave the house, we go do play activities, we go to splash pads, we go to the library, we go to the baby gym, we do swim lessons, we do anything and everything to be out of the house for 6 hours because I can't be in the house with him for 6 hours.
Yeah.
So, and most of the time in the morning, I'm doing emails or phone calls, follow-ups, because I own my own events company. So, coming into kind of like a slower time, I guess, because we won't have as many events. But I'm booking for the fall now. So it's kind of switching gears. And then he takes a nap. And when he naps, I eat and I work on my computer. And then, which is only 2 hours. So I literally only get to work maybe 2 hours during the days. Mm-hmm. And then he wakes up and we go somewhere else because I can't keep him in the house again for 4 hours before my husband gets home. And then that's pretty much it. And then my husband comes home, I make dinner, we put him to bed and hang out. And most of the days I just hired a nanny on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Is there any way you could hire like childcare for just even a couple hours?
Yeah, I just did. Tuesdays and Thursdays now. This was our first week. So I have a nanny coming 7:30 to noon on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
And so I'll be leaving the house, going to do work, meetings, all the above. So I can get out of the house to do work because I don't know how long you've spent at home with your child, but when you spend 24/7 at home trying to work from home, it's virtually impossible.
Yeah.
So
no, I know because my professional development that I'm listening to right now, the lady actually talks about how it is like literally impossible to make like a 6-figure income business happen with your kid being home with you all the time. Like it's just not possible. Like you cannot physically get the amount of work done that you need to get done with your child distracting you constantly. And so what she said is like hiring a nanny. And that's what I was going to say. She's like getting some childcare scheduled for like a couple days so that you can just bang out some work is going to like make your life so much less stressful.
Yeah. And I feel like the problem is I do make a 6-figure income with my company. So it's really hard to maintain. And I'm trying to get to that next. So like, I'm trying to find, cause like, obviously like my company is my family and then my son and whatnot are my number one priority. But when you're taking a company from where it is now to like even getting to the next level, like past the 6-figure into like higher 6 figures. It's like I'm at that crucial point in my company where we're not even to year 3 yet of our company, and I'm kind of in that phase where it's like I need to hit it hard. Like I'm the CEO, I'm the owner, and so I need to make time to go out and work, because 2 hours a day is not enough.
No, I don't know how you even did that. That's insane.
It's not easy. It's not, but I'm thinking, man, if I only commit 2 hours a day right now, and I'm where I am now, I'm thinking if I can commit, on Tuesdays and Thursdays 4 extra hours, like, I mean, honestly, I have zero time when I can't even pick up my phone when I'm with my son at home. He won't let me even look at my phone because he wants to watch ducks on it. And then it just like, I can't be on the phone because he screams and grabs my leg, and I can't be on my computer because he wants to smack my computer. So it's like, I'm struggling with figuring out how to run my golf, keep my image up as a professional golfer, run my, business, and be a mom all from my house. And it's just hard. It's, it's like,
you're doing it and you're figuring it out. And even if like, not to feel guilty, even if you need to like up it to 3 days, I mean, don't feel guilty. Like I went live on Instagram a little while ago about how this summer I'm sending Cameron to daycare 3 days a week, and that's my decision because I need to work. Like I need that time. I need like 3 to 4 hours, 3 days a week of me to be able to sit down and work. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I am trying my hardest to get out of teaching. And so as soon as I'm out of teaching, I'm going to be full-time home with Cameron. But my personal thing is I'm not going to do that. I'm going to still send him to daycare like 3 days a week, just so that I can have my work time and things like that. So you're doing the right thing. And once you get that daycare and those nannies taking care of you, I think you'll be a lot better off.
It was already better. I mean, he cried for 2 hours straight when I left, so that was fun. But he eventually stopped crying, and I had my meetings. I could go out and do my work and have phone calls without, and like all these people understand because they have kids, like when I'm on a phone call. And like if I schedule phone calls when he's napping, that doesn't leave me time to follow up with all my events and stuff. And then I did hire my sister-in-law was working for me as my assistant for my company. And then she got a full-time job and graduated. So now Morgan, my sister, is going to work for me and help me because it's just, I mean, I feel like I'm at that crucial point with my company where it's like, almost year 3, it'll be 3 years in October. And I feel like that's kind of when companies either like skyrocket into like, really, really high and do really, really well, or they kind of start to decline. So I'm just giving up. And I talked about it with my husband, and he's like, because like I don't have to work, but like I really like to work and I like to make money. So like I needed help. And I finally, like, that's part of my personal development was like giving up. Like, me, like I like to do everything. Yeah. I want to do it all. But I realized like you just can't, especially being a stay-at-home working mom who's running a company. It's a joke. And I had to, I'm just pissed it took me this long to realize, like 16 months when he's 16 months. It was easier when he was sleeping like 4 naps a day.
Right. Yeah. So at least like what I'm trying to get to right now, like what I'm working towards is like, this is my first year of coaching, and I'm already like it's very hectic right now, but good hectic, like good. I'm getting a lot of people, and it takes time. So at least like you're just starting out. So it's not going, like, it's going to take some time. Like I'm in year 1 and I can't even believe the growth that I've made in 1 year. And Mackenzie's right. Like she's only been doing this for 3 years and her business is freaking exploding. And that's what could happen for you too in this business. Like, it doesn't take that long. Like 3 years is not long at all to be making 6 figures or more. And like, it is so possible. But when you get to that point where you are, you feel like you're losing your shit because you've just got too much that you're trying to do, that's when we need to start like outsourcing stuff. So like, I have somebody working on my Instagram. So they are finding people, they are commenting on people's stuff. Like, I have somebody, I mean, I do it too, but I know that if I can't get to it, I have a company doing that for me. And then I'm also going to probably after this summer hire somebody to like do all my images, because that takes me forever to like edit my photo and put it on Instagram. And like, you don't have to worry about all that right now. Like, you're starting out, you're just sharing your journey. That's all you're doing right now. And you are reaching out to people and you are getting that, that traffic of people. So like, as soon as you get people into our groups and they start seeing results, then they start, you know, saying, hey, friend over here, come to this challenge group. Then you recruit them as a coach because you want them to get that income. You know, they got people, you recruit them as a coach. Then it starts blowing up. That's when we'll come back and talk about, okay, what do we need to outsource? Do we need to hire someone for your Instagram? Do we need to get somebody to help you with images or making Google Forms? Like, you can literally go on this website. It's called like Fiverr, I'm pretty sure. And you can like search anyone, like virtual assistant or whatever, and like pay them like $5 an hour because these people are in the Philippines. And they will literally do like anything for you. And so it's amazing, but that's like way down the road. Well, not really way. I mean, it might be soon. You never know, down the road. I think we answered all the questions. Just make sure you are, you know, you're posting like once a day. I mean, that's really all you need to do, like on your Instagram feed and on your Facebook. Like, pick 2 social media platforms that you want to be on. So mine's Facebook and Instagram, and I'll be honest, Instagram is where it's at. Like, Facebook is good, but I usually just use my Facebook for like our groups and things like that. And I'll still post on my page, but you'll see like my Instagram, I get like 20 comments and like 200 likes. And then on my Facebook, I get like 4 likes.
Yeah, nobody
like
uses Facebook anymore.
like, I get like 4 likes. So, but I still post on there because I know some people still get on there and whatever, but Instagram is like where it's at. So always doing your Instagram stories. So just share your life, like just little clips, like you and your daughter and you cooking or making something. Just take a picture of your food, or I'm working out, like doing some moves, just videotape yourself doing it or whatever. And just like show people what you're doing, because people are so nosy. People are so interested in you. And even if you think your life is so boring, it's not. People are going to be so interested. They're going to follow you every single day. And I don't know if you can see. Have you used Instagram stories, Elise?
I don't even have an Instagram.
Oh my God, you need to get an Instagram.
I don't even know how to work Instagram.
I will teach you. We'll do another call and I will teach you Instagram. And they'll teach you Instagram in that new coach training as well. So like if you go to, did you go to our file section in the group, Fit to Be Fearless group?
I think so, yeah.
Oh yeah, you said you watched some of the videos, right? Okay.
Yeah.
They will
Hey, is it okay if I pop off, Lauren?
Yeah,
Because I'm going to go eat before my son wakes up any second.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thanks for jumping on.
Bye.
So Elise, you can go to that training and they will teach you Instagram, but I can take you through, like, since you don't have one, I don't know if they'll teach you like the basics, but they'll be talking about like hashtags and like all that stuff. I would just create an account. Like just today, just create one. You don't really need to do anything with it. I mean, if you want to post a couple things, you can, if you want to play around with it. But yeah, like Instagram is huge, especially when you've like, so there's like warm markets and cold markets. So like your warm market are like your friends, your family, like people who know you. That's gonna dry up at some point. Your warm market will, like people interested in what you're doing. that's where the cold market comes in, which is like people you don't know. Like Rochelle in our group, I met her. She like lives in California. I met her on Instagram randomly. That'd be like a cold market person. And eventually you're going to be doing all cold market at some point. So like Instagram's the best place for that. I would definitely just get an account, sign up, put a cute little picture of you as like your profile, and then we can like another day get on and just like show you the basics of it for you to use, because that's going to be a game changer, like into people reaching out to you and things like that. That was a lot of information. I hope it didn't overwhelm you. What are you thinking right now?
No, that was actually answered a lot of my questions, so it didn't overwhelm me at all.
Yay. Okay, good. All right, so that's all I have. I'm about to jump on a call with Katie, and she's interested in coaching, so hopefully she...
Oh, wait, I did have one more question. Devaney that got the container nutrition, do I add her to the group, just even though she just got nutrition, or what?
Yeah, oh yeah, she can be added to the group. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, her whole family has a Facebook together, so I'm going to try and see if she can just make one on her own just to get on that page.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no,
I'll
that's
see
really fine. And like, as long as they're using Beachbody, like in some sort, like some people will be like, I already have Insanity at home on DVD. Can I still join your group? I say yes, because what's going to happen is they're going to want Beachbody on demand. They're gonna see all of us and Shakeology, and they're gonna want the nutrition plans. So I say yes, as long as they are willing to follow something like nutrition or one of the workout programs. I do not let anyone in that's gonna be like, well, I'm just gonna run on the side. Can I just be in your group? I'm like, no, because you're gonna feel like you're not in the group then. Like you're not doing what we're doing. So I don't let people that want to just do that, do it. They have to be doing Beachbody. So that's what I've learned.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
I'm going to share. I'm going to text you guys. No, is your email that you signed up for Beachbody good for me to share with you? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just look that up and I'll share with you guys those two forms. So now you can send those out to people.
Okay, cool.
All right. Have a good Saturday.
All right, thanks. Bye.